Hi, I'm Marco Renso, I'm the animation director at the Ubisoft Milan.
So, what are your thoughts about this View conference here in Turin, Italy?
I think it's a great chance to talk a bit and to show the processes behind how these amazing products are made, to have a contact with the students, the people who want to join the industry, and to also meet other professionals from the amazing fields like VFX, feature films, video games. It's very inspiring to be here.
You actually have been here before, but as a spectator, what are your thoughts about actually speaking versus spectating?
It's weird, honestly. It's amazing. It's like a circle. I still remember how amazed I was when I was seeing these presentations, and to be here, it means a lot to me. Honestly, it's crazy to think about it.
So, we're in Turin. You guys are based in Milan. Talk a little about the global nature of the video game business, even just within Ubisoft itself.
Well, it's an industry that it keeps growing. Who knows where it will go? And globally speaking, Ubisoft is huge, and for our studio to be here to talk about our project, it means a lot. I mean, there are studios that are thousands of people. We are much smaller, but we are growing. So it's great to have this kind of visibility, and also to be able to represent the Italian industry, which is slowly but steadily growing. So it's nice. It's motivating.
And speaking of that Italian industry, a lot of the attendees here are students. What's it like being able to speak to potentially the next generation of game developers?
I love it. I love teaching. I love inspiring new generations. So they're the future. So we have a lot of young people in our studio, and it's great to know that maybe what we are showing today will inspire and will create new artists, new coders for the future. So it's nice. It's humbling. It's inspiring.
So talk a little bit about your presentation and what the main messaging was to this audience.
The messaging is that there's actually a lot of work involved in this project. There's a lot of study, a lot of trial and error, mistakes made. So what you see is just the finished product, but there's a lot of failure behind it. And the most important thing is not stopping, but keep learning from those mistakes and keep moving forward. And that's true in the industry and even before you get in. I mean, learning is hard. It takes a lot of time, a lot of frustration, but hopefully our presentation shows that it's always there. The thing is you have to learn how to handle and manage it.
What's it been like working with these iconic characters from both the Mario franchise as well as the Rabbids franchise?
It's been surreal. It's hard to believe. I mean, it's so crazy to think about it, and it's still hard to realize it while we were working. I mean, even after a few years working on it, it's crazy being a small studio in Italy to be able to work on such iconic characters. It's crazy. We still don't know exactly how it happened.
How does the collaboration work when it comes to what you guys are doing and how Nintendo is involved with their IP?
We have a close collaboration, so we ask for feedback. We have like weekly calls with them, and they are very open to proposals to our creative divisions. So it's really a back and forth between the studio. It's not like you have to do like this or something like that. It's a real collaboration. They really care about the game.
When it comes to the gameplay, talk a little bit how you pulled from the different franchises and also pushed things forward originally with the title.
Basically, the choice was made based on the tastes, what our game designers as players enjoy to play, and as a result to work on. So we chose a genre that was unexplored by both brands, and that's our goal was to make it more accessible, something playable and joyful. So of course we looked at what the market had to offer, but we tried to have our own vision and try to make a game for everyone, even if the genre is a tactical one, which is often considered as a sort of a hardcore, very niche type of game.
Can you talk a little about the Switch and what that platform has opened up from a development standpoint, creatively?
Honestly, when we started developing the game, we didn't know exactly what to expect, but at the end, the console offered everything we wanted. We didn't have to scale down basically anything. The game has the vision we had, and more importantly, it fits really well with our game. You can play it at home with your friends and take it on the go, play it on the subway. It's a perfect combination between our game and the console, so we are super happy with it.
What do you think it is about the rabbits that have transformed from gaming to TV, animated TV show, to there's even a VR ride? What is it about these characters?
There's a lot of stuff. Their DNA is in games, so they're still a brand born in games. That's where their nature is. But of course, Ubisoft is trying to differentiate, and I think there's a lot of potential that still untapped, and I'm pretty sure they will grow even more in the future. There is still so much to do with that.
What excites you about the game development industry today?
That it's ever changing, it keeps changing, you keep learning, you have to keep improving, keep moving forward. That's something, the feeling of growth, it's what really motivates me. It's you face new problems every day, you find new solution every day, and it's something I really enjoy.
And the last thing is there anything culturally you feel that games developed in Italy bring to the table in the global gaming ecosystem?
I think our craziness. Yeah, we like to think outside the box, so out of the box. So I think that's something that we kind of hopefully we have shown with our game, and I think that's something we can add to the whole industry.
And technically Mario is Italian.
Yeah, of course. That's a plus.